Super Dave here with episode 44 of Figures, Playsets, and Accessories that may work well with Masters of the Universe Classics and or Masterverse. And there's others that are getting ready to drop, I think, sometime this year after the movie. I forget their names, but we've been hearing rumors that they're starting two different lines and moving Masterverse on out. They may keep the vintage collection possibly, but here we are today getting ready to look at two of a four set. Some people, some group, some species, being, whatever characters that you may just have heard of. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in a Half Shell, Ninjas in a Half Shell, I forget what. Yes, turtle humanoids named Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, TMNT. I have a big confession to make. Sorry, I am not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. But when I saw these METY Toyz, starts with an L now, I think. It used to be Memory Toys, and it's like METY Toyz, METY Toys. When I saw their take on these Nickelodeon fully licensed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I was blown away. I'm sorry. I know there's been people who's like, what's the hype? What's the hype? Well, that's probably because you already own about 10 different companies worth of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, including quite a few NECAs. I never bought any of the NECAs. I did buy one from the last Ronin, which was a battle damaged Ronin. And the only reason I did that is because he just looked so cool and it looked like he could fit in with He-Man. And I'll put him in here with them during comparisons. But this set, and I got the two, Raphael and Leonardo. I've ordered the other two turtles, and they come out later on. But when I saw these, I was blown away. I thought instantly, now those are some turtles I could get on board with. Even if you're not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, you would love these turtles, in my opinion, especially if you like muscular, big, warrior-looking action figures. Because these are muscular, these are detailed, they come with tons of accessories, and they're just well made. And this company is known for making some good toys. It's a third-party type company that has not even usually licensed their stuff, but these are fully licensed. So without further ado, let me go ahead and show you. There is Leonardo. Isn't that awesome looking? And will his size and height go well with Classics or Masterverse He-Man? We're going to check it out because I believe, they did the whole crossover of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Masters of the Universe in the Origins line. I'm giving this company credit for doing the real crossover because these look like that they can go with the adult toys. And I'm talking our Masterverse or Classics, whichever line you're in, just, the quality, the accessories, the posability, the look, the feel. I'm excited about our Leonardo pizza and everything. Then we have Raphael. And just take a look at him and his red bandana. I mean, they come with multiple heads, multiple hands, all the equipment and accessories that they need. Very excited to check him out. Movable, posable shell. I mean, I'm excited. When I saw these have been in like LAX for like 3 weeks in customs. And you can't really see them through these are not collector friendly packages in the sense that you can't see nothing in through there, but like a foggy image. That's the reason I'm showing you the back. And then on the top, it says Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because yes, they are fully licensed. And as I mentioned, these things, unfortunately, are very hard to get a hold of right now. If you did not pre-order them, I think I paid $99 after the tariffs and everything per figure. They're going for about $280 and up now. And that's if you can get them. Best bet is possibly AliExpress. Maybe you get lucky on eBay, but you're going to pay out the wazoo. But AliExpress has some decent prices on them. Sometimes you just have to catch it right. But I'm excited. I'm going to check out these two, and then we're going to check out the other two when they come in. But I want to go ahead and look at both of these together as part of episode 44 of Figures, Playsets, and Accessories that may work well with classics and or Masterverse. And like I said, even though some of those other lines that are possibly coming out this year. And, of course, the vintage collection. So let's go check it out over here on Eternia, where some of our friends from Eternia are already awaiting us over here in front of Castle Grayskull. Okay, here we are, taking a look first of all at Leonardo's Accessories. Wow, the setup time took forever here. You'll see why. And for our first turtle, Leonardo, he comes with 8 sets of hands. First of all, he comes equipped with his balled up fisted hands. He has his finger pointing hands. He's got his thumbs up hands. He's got his shaka, aloha, hang loose, thanks, hi, bye, everything's cool hands. Peace out hands. He's got grabbing hands, grappling or hand holding, something, or open palm type hand, and weapon holding hands. 8 total. Wow. He also comes with 3 head sculpts. He comes with everything's cool, I'm ready to beat somebody up looking head, kind of a stoic type head, and you can put on different bandanas, but I put on that one for this particular head sculpt, but you can switch those out. He also came with an angry head, which also put that magnetic hat on that head, and it can go on any of the heads magnetically. But just take a look at that. He's like, ooh, I mean business, gritting his teeth. And then eyes closed, meditating, praying, whatever you want to call it. He's meditating, ready to go into action kind of head here. And you can see the one that I put on there is kind of going backwards. Back there. Let's see if I put one on this one. Nope, because of the hat, didn't put one on that one. But he does have another one right here that you can see. And what you do for these little bandana streamers in the back is you cut it off. See, this one says number 2 right there above the crown, like where the rib is, right there, because you don't want it too long to go into the back, and that way it will work. And then look, he comes with like a grappling hook, or you could pretend that is the closed version of the walkie-talkie with antenna, whichever one you want to go with. That's my imagination there. You can play that's the closed one, and that's the open one, sliding open kind of turtle thing. And then he's got a little pouch that will clip onto his belt, another pouch that will clip onto his belt that will probably hold that walkie-talkie there. And then he's got 2 slices of pizza, one that's flat and one that's hanging over, so he can look like he's holding it. And we might want to, add a little bit of yellow in on these. To me, it looks kind of too orangish, but that's just me. And then check this out. He comes with a like a spear type weapon with a hole in it. So I guess you could, attach that to the grappling hook and have a 2-ended rope type situation. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know exactly what you call those weapons. Then you have the ninja stars, one that's just plain with a hole in it, and then one that has the swooping effect on the end of it that's attached. And then you have these awesome looking swoosh attached there. I don't know if that's supposed to be air or water. I'm assuming it's something that we could put on the swords, but they look cool. Two of those, a left and a right, and they're translucent, as you can see. And then you have your sheathed swords inside those sheaths, and a attachment that can go on their back that will allow them to attach both sheathed swords on his back, or if you'd rather have them crossed over, you even have that option where they're already crossed and lashed around with cloth that you can put on his back. Has the peg on the underside, and you can put those swords in this set of sheaths instead. Just amazing. All of the things that this one turtle, that's just one turtle, comes with. And that's not even counting his belt, his utility belt, his knee pads, the wraps, elbow pads, the pouches, the strap that goes around his shell, and the shell itself is removable. You could count that as an accessory. I mean, I haven't even tallied all that this turtle comes with. And then we have not even got to his soft goods. He's got a trench coat, that's right, and a pair of pants so that he can disguise himself when he comes out of the sewer with the hat, of course, that's plastic, but it has a magnet. Let me show you here if it'll come. See, it won't even come off because it's magnetically, that's right, there's a magnet so it will hold onto the turtle's head, any one of the heads. Isn't that so cool? I mean, they thought of everything. So anyone that says that this turtle is not worth the price of admission at $100 just obviously has not ever owned one, because with everything that this turtle comes with, the quality, the soft goods clothing, I mean, let's see, we got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. That's at least 33, if I counted right. That's 33, not counting what's on the turtle already. 33 accessories. I mean, that's incredible. And believe it or not, Raphael, who we're getting ready to look at next, comes with even more stuff. And here is Raphael. And if you can believe it, he comes with more accessories than Leonardo. He doesn't just come with 8 sets of hands. Here's the balled up fisted hands, pointer finger hands, some grappling looking hands, some weapon holding hands, some peace out hands, the thumbs up hands, the let's chill, it's cool, it all is good hands, and a very unique set of hands that look like it's designed to hold a slice of pizza hands, and another set of weapon holding hands, and a 10th set of holding something. Maybe that's what holds the slice of pizza hands. 10 sets of hands for this one turtle. That is crazy. Never seen that many hands for one action figure. So that's amazing. And not only does he come with this head sculpt with almost like a damaged bandana, it goes over his entire head on this particular kind of bandana with a grimacing kind of face, but he also comes with a second head sculpt where he's doing the same facial expression but with just the eye mask and bandana. And then he has your calm turtle face as a third head sculpt, which you can see can equip the magnetic hat. And he's got a fourth head sculpt with this yelling, mouth open, teeth glaring, angry looking head sculpt. Wow. 4 heads. 10 sets of hands. 4 heads. Unbelievable. Plus he comes with the stuff that Leonardo came with. He's got not just 2 slices of pizza, but 3 slices of pizza, plus the little belt pouch belt holster for his, I'm assuming, his walkie-talkie there. And then a grappling hook, turtle piece, plus another like communication looking device, which that will also fit in that holster piece, depending on which one you want. And then, you remember those robots they had in Ninja Turtles? He's got the damaged, decapitated head of one of those robots with the wires hanging out and everything that he can hold on to because he had just destroyed it. And of course, he's got your spear piece, the ninja star with the swooping action, plus the soft goods pants and trench coat, and reminiscent of Raphael, he's got his little daggers, twin daggers, and effect pieces. This translucent, orangish, pink, almost fiery looking, I guess, swoosh look of his dagger swooshing. And that is cool. Wow, look at all of these accessories. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. That's not even counting what is equipped on the turtle, because on his belt, his utility belt, he does have the little places to put those daggers, as you can see, little holsters. And the belt just looks so neat. The color is so different. Let's put them side by side. Look, not only are they different shades of green, the shell's a different shade, but Raphael is taller than Leonardo. I mean, here's where we get into just the awesome details of this particular line, and this company is just looking absolutely gnarly, dude. All right, we're going to take a closer look at these turtles, but now let's take a look at their articulation. Okay, bringing Raphael, our tallest turtle, in here. He is looking fabulous. Yeah, got his thumbs up hand over there on his left hand. Got this unique pizza holding hand equipped over here on this hand. He is just looking so beautiful. Let's go ahead and start with this head sculpt. The neck and the head move up. Of course, that scarf is gonna kind of get in the way, but he's gonna look up pretty decent amount there. He's gonna look down all the way. Looks good. He's gonna get excellent head pivot. He's also, of course, going to be able to look side to side and just get all kinds of poses. Like, ooh, this pizza looks so good. I'm going to put a hurting on it. I'm going to eat every one of the pieces of pepperoni. I just can't help myself. Here I come, you beautiful piece of pizza. But yeah, head articulation is spot on. And you know, that little piece of bandana strap, and you can interchange those just like you could with the blue ones on Leonardo, you know, work really well. Moving on to the hands and arms. Moving on to the arms, you're going to get full 360. You have a little bit of a butterfly joint, but really not that functional. I'm trying to actually see if it's functional at all. It'll go forward a little bit, as you can see up in there, and then it'll go back. You just have to really push it, but it'll go back. It's really, everything is really tight, and the shell, as I've mentioned, is articulated, and you can shift that shell downward, or you can shift it up, and it will rotate like this, and a little bit like that. So yeah, you can move it around. It's going to go well with him. And you can see all the scales on these legs, all the way through his thighs, veins, the musculature, even the detailing and the muscles in his that come through his shell, which is pretty cool, I think. There's a little bit of gap there in the neck that I've noticed, but you can kind of tuck that back in and still lift his head up and hide that. But just a lot of detail even on that neck. Really good on the arms as well. He does have bicep swivel. He's got double jointed elbows that get better than 90 degrees even with the girth there. Yeah, we got both engaged there. Looking good. And he is going to be able to get full T-pose. Those shoulders. Drop the pizza there. And because that's a ball hinge, you're going to be able to get horizontal or vertical and swivel with any of these 10 sets of hands. Not 10 hands, but 10 sets of hands, as we showed you, which is just insane. You can see where I put those little daggers there and those little pouches on his side. Let's move it for a second so you can see. He's going to be able to bend forward. Really good amount there. He's going to be able to bend back. Pretty decent amount. He's going to be able to go to the side. Go to the other side. And rotate at that diaphragm joint. So very flexible shell action going on here. There's no waist swivel, unfortunately, but yeah, that would break up the sculpt quite a bit, as others have pointed out. So I'm good with that. I think it has really good, and this is real soft, especially after you heat it up. So you can move, kind of adjust that a little bit. But yeah, you're gonna get the full hula hoop, even though it's tight. As you see, you get the full hula hoop motion, and as you see too, that turtle shell does move and get out of the way. And look at there, it even has the little straps on the back, so you could, if you don't want them too close to his front and get stabbed, you could put those on the back of his shell too. That's cool. See, I didn't know that, but until now. So you notice he doesn't have the hole back here. He does have some scarring on the shell, but the only thing that this turtle does not come with that Leonardo did come with is the swords. So Leonardo is your swordsman, and Raphael is your cool daggers here, dagger artist and martial artist here. Looking great. Nice bicep swivel, nice shoulder articulation, nice neck and head articulation, turtle shell articulation, beautiful diaphragm articulation. So now let's check out these legs, and yes, Leonardo and Raphael both will be able to do the full splits. Raphael has the thigh rotation. He's going to be able to kick up really good amount. I think that's great for the, you know, all this shell here in the area. You're going to be able to get double jointed knees. And yeah, because of the way they did these, they do look kind of funky, but they'll be all right. They look all right. They're functional. Let's see here as far as the foot. Yeah, he does get full tip toes. Goes up a pretty good amount. And gets, with the forward facing pin, nice rockers. with a peg hole in the bottom and handy dandy toe hinge. Wow. Well executed, I might say. It does go too far that way. Of course, toes will do that, so you have to be careful. But yeah, nice to be able to have that, to be able to get even more dynamic poses. He feels really solid. I love the feel of the plastic. You can feel almost, after you heat him up, a little bit of tackiness to the paint, but it seems to be holding up pretty good, except for maybe at the joint at the foot here. I saw a little bit of flaking right about there, but it hasn't been bad. You're going to be able, because of the fact that it is top heavy and back heavy, because of this nice solid thick shell, you can make adjustments to these legs to kind of bring them back a little bit like that, and then make sure your knees are locked, and then position those feet in such a way where you can pose him or stand him without him toppling over. And you can even spread these legs a little bit, give it a little bit of a angle, pivot that foot a little bit, and just do whatever you need to do. But man, these turtles look awesome. To me, they look better than anything NECA has done, Playmates have done. I mean, I can't even find a company, Super 7, anybody that's come close, in my opinion now. Now, I don't even have those to compare, but I've seen them, okay? I've seen them. And if you have them and they're your favorite, then don't, hate. I'm just saying, and I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying that to me, these turtles overall look awesome. They look epic. They look amazing, and I'm impressed. I just can't brag on these enough. They just look so cool. Beautiful. Beautiful turtles. So cool. Oh, just can't say enough how much I'm enjoying. I'm not even a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, as I said at the beginning of the video, and I'm loving on these action figures. They just make for some gorgeous action figures. If you didn't have any knowledge of turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you just ran into these somehow, and you're an action figure collector, you would be like, they are cool. And for me, as a MOTU fan, I say these are the turtles to go with your He-Man. I think we're going to see that in comparisons. But let's take a quick look at our Leonardo to make sure there's no differences in articulation very quickly. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you about our Leonardo that I didn't earlier, I'll turn him on around here. Just look how beautiful this turtle is. It's just so amazing. There's that attached piece, that piece that attached to the back with the wraps. You can have them separate, but you can snap them in there, and you can plug them in that hole and have them straight up and down or at an angle, however you want to play it. But as you see, this particular turtle has a hole in its back, which kind of holds on this leather strap too. Now, when that is not equipped, meaning the sheaths and the sword, you can plug in this little piece right here, and it blends in with the leather, as you see, and fills that hole and holds on this leather strap, or at least it's a plastic leather looking strap. You can see how that hand, he can hold on to his communicator type device there in the holster. Looking so epic. I mean, these turtles just look so beautiful. It's just phenomenal to me. All right, now let me show you another way of displaying the hole and the swords. So let's go ahead and take this set. Let me go ahead and take those apart so you again see that it has this little piece here. There's the swords. Let's go ahead and remove the swords. Set that whole set there. Go ahead and let you see these swords up close, how nice they are. Typical samurai style swords, looking good. Nice silver blade metallic paint. And you can take this piece that I showed you earlier that has the peg. Go ahead and slide these swords on in here. Voila! Now let's bring our turtle back on over here. Remove this peg here. As you see, revealing the hole. And now, all you have to do is simply reinsert. And now you have crisscross swords. And I like that. I think that looks even better than having them off to the side dual. But isn't that cool that they give you the options here? I mean, that is just epic. It's gnarly, dude, as the turtles would say. But yeah, that is just fabulous. Beautiful even. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Alright, let me go ahead and remove this because it would fall anyway. These little clip pieces do not hold onto the belt very well. That's one thing they could have done, I guess, a little better. I don't know how they would have done it better. But for posability and just, you know, taking quick clips, yeah, you can hook them on. But don't expect to hook them on and do any dynamic posing and them not fall off, because they're going to fall off. Alright, let's check out his posability very quickly and articulation. Because he should have the exact same, just with a little different, you know. But it does look like he can look up better. Yeah, I believe this turtle can look up a little bit better than the other turtle. I would test it, but Raphael is stuffing his face with pizza over there, so I don't think I want to bother him right now. He's eating a slice of pizza and really enjoying it. So yeah, we won't bother him right this second anyway. But yeah, this turtle can look up really good. Oh wow. He can look down even better. Yeah, for some reason the neck and everything seems to be a little bit more fluid. Yeah, excellent. 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 Head tilting to pose around. That neck also moves, if you can tell up in there. The neck is moving. So it just adds such a fluidity. I mean, check that out. That is perfect. Gorgeous. Gorgeous amount of articulation. Again, not a whole lot. Let me move the shell a little bit here. Finding a place to grab. Not a whole lot of butterfly joint. Much at all. I gotta loosen that up and see if there's anything different that can happen with that. Because it goes in, you can see it there, coming out. It goes in here, you can see it there coming out. And if I can move the shell just enough, I guess it can push back in there. Yep, I mean, it's moving. It just takes some work. But, I mean, you're going to get the T-pose. Of course, you got full 360. You have bicep, swivel. All of this is the same. You have double jointed elbows, and you can move that elbow pad a little bit to get it out of the way or to cover up some things. Even though it is attached, it is a little bit flexible. But look, the biceps look really good. These turtles definitely work out. And then let's go ahead and move this out of the way. And of course, we have the same swivel and vertical articulation if you have the ball shaped that direction. Horizontal articulation and swivel if you have the ball joint shaped that way. Let's go ahead and check out. I need to move these swords real quickly here. And that's an issue. When you pull that out of the tab, it wants to take the leather strap with it. It's a tight fit right there. So let me go ahead and put the peg so everything's held in place back inside there so that it matches the direction of the leather. There we go. So we can get a good, honest assessment. All right. Yeah, he bends forward really well. And yes, he bends back really well. Side to side, really well. And yes, he turns really well. So yeah, that ball joint at the diaphragm rocks, literally. And I thought they did a really good job hiding some of the articulation breaks. And of course, like I said, Leonardo gets splits just like Raphael. He has thigh rotation, kicks up really nicely, has beautiful double jointed knees, has the ability to go full tiptoes up far enough. This one kind of hits a little bit at the strap. Anchor rocker with peg hole in the bottom and a toe hinge. Nice. So both of these turtles, even though this one's shorter, both of these turtles have excellent, outstanding, in my opinion, articulation, especially when we compare it to some of the others that we've gotten. And I don't have those turtles, but I mean, I've seen reviews and looked at, especially like some of the reviewers. I'm thinking of, I believe, yeah, I think D Amazing did some turtle reviews. I know they did like the Samurai San Diego Comic-Con or somewhere, one of the cons that had this set made by this same company, but they were in a samurai type outfit. But I'm not really that interested in that, all of that. I mean, if that's your niche, this is what I was waiting for. The main core turtle power look. And for them to go with my Masters of the Universe. Now, let's go ahead and measure these turtles and see what we've got. All right, so Leonardo is exactly 6 3/4, I do believe. Maybe even 6 5/8. And then Raphael, I'm going to say he's exactly 7 inches. So 6 5/8 versus 7 inches. Really, really awesome that they're different sizes. Because, I mean, you know, their turtles are different. They have different personalities. They have different gifts. They have different strengths. They have so many different cool things going on here. And they should be different. I mean, bottom line, they should be different. And for Raphael to be taller is just, to me, awesome. So we've looked at articulation. We've taken a closer look at everything. You know, except for holding some of the weaponry. But you get the idea. I mean, just like, for instance, I put the ninja stars in those little things there. I think that's cool. And then I put the little daggers back here in those little places, which is cool, I think. That arm is putting pressure on it, but you see what I'm doing there. You see what's happening. Sorry, my camera work has been a little shoddy tonight. But yeah, Raphael is awesome. Just love, look at the veins in his shoulders, going into his cephalic vein in his bicep. Just beautiful, beautiful work. Love the way they did the neck, Adam's apple. See, even a turtle has an Adam's apple. Ah. Love these shells. The fact that they're posable. I don't think anybody could improve on these turtles. And now it is time to do some comparisons. I'm telling you, not only are these the best looking turtles, in my opinion, but they are the most fun to pose and play around with because they can pretty much do anything. So cool. And now what we've all been waiting for. Our Raphael Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle next to our Revolution He-Man with a Hordak MX head sculpt, looking awesome here. And I must say, I think even though there is a lot of shading and a lot of detail going on in this turtle, I really think that they match up great together. I mean, just take a look at that pizza on that dagger there. He's pierced it through. That's planned. I mean, that's the extra piece of pizza that Raphael came with, and it came with a hole through 3 sections of it so that that dagger could go through it. I mean, that's how much detail they put into this. And he's giving a thumbs up, and He-Man's like, never heard of pizza, but it does look good. And Leonardo is over here chowing it up with Lion-O, and they're looking good together. Now, Lion-O is more in that, 6.5 inch scale classics, so you can see how they go along with each other, because that's the new Super 7 Lion-O, the 3.0 classics, I'm calling it. Not the retail or the more Rankin Bass cartoon looking Lion-O, but the actual classics without the pins. And we've got a review up on him. But there he is with the smaller turtle, Leonardo, and they're right there together. I do have Leonardo looking down a little bit, so I think they would be almost the same size here. But yeah, they're just looking excellent together. And He-Man with Raphael, I mean, they're right there at the same height. Looking really good. And here's our turtles with a Bumblebee Man, Buzz Off himself, leader of the Hive folk. And then here's our turtles with a Birdman, the Prince of Avion himself, Stratos, the vintage collection. And yeah, these turtles, they look good with everybody. Very cool. And here are the turtles next to Casus, the brute that sometimes helps He-Man on adventures, has come to meet these hard-shelled humanoids. And Hu-Man and the Norsemen have even come to check them out. They find them fascinating, especially their food. Raphael is like, hold up, Leonardo, you might not want to get too close. And if you want to see how our turtles look beside a classics He-Man, there he is with a classics vintage head. He's walked up to Leonardo, and Leonardo was sitting on the rock with his head kind of in his head on his resting on his hand, and he's set up to see He-Man and to talk to him. He's like, gnarly dude, love the gear. And Raphael, there's Raphael next to a combatant from X-Ray Studios next to our Raphael. I do believe so. Cool beans. Or cool pizza in this sense. And here they are standing side by side, just so you can get an idea of the scale. He-Man, Classics He-Man looks perfect beside Leonardo. And remember, Leonardo is the shorter turtle. I think He-Man and Raphael are about the same size, same height, standing next to each other, as is the combatant Fight for Glory by X-Ray Studios. Yep. They're looking awesome. I mean, no matter what I throw at them, they look good with them. I just love how easy it is to pose these turtles. They're just so fun. And to show you just how good you can pose these guys in dynamic poses, and they stay pretty easily too. Here is our Raphael giving a high kick to Beastman, about to knock him slam off his ugly, hairy feet. So Turtle versus Beastman, Turtle +1. Raphael specifically. Isn't that cool? I mean, just take a look at that. Looking epic. Looking really good. Oh yeah. And Leonardo's like, yes! And Raphael says, I'm ready even for Mongor. And he's swinging and slashing his swords. And Raphael's like, oh no, not me. I'm out of this one. This guy means business. But you can see how good, I mean, you know, this is a Super 7 Mongor from the Thundercats, a villain. You just see how good even they look along with the turtles. And, you know, everything's matching really nicely, no matter who you want to pair these with. But, you know, I pretty much montage all of my figures in the Masterverse somehow. Masters of the Universe. But here we go. Looking cool. And here's our turtles alongside of a Marvel Legends figure. Kind of a larger Marvel Legends figure. And then here he is alongside of Man-E Faces, who has turned green with envy. It's like, oh, I don't have a turtle face, but I have a monster face, a beast face. All right. You can see how our turtle looks in his getup. This is Raphael wearing his cool little overcoat, top coat, along with some pants and a fancy hat. He's pushing up the brim of the hat. Looking cute. Looking cool in his disguise. And here is Leonardo in the pose that we saw on the back of the box. With his fist in his hand, kind of in a praying, meditation, getting ready pose. Cool. And then finally, here is our beautiful turtles by METY Toyz. Besides NECA's The Last Ronin battle damaged turtle. Ronin. And he's supposed to be, I think, an older turtle. But they match up great together. Especially if you think of the other two being younger and this one being older. Go ahead and turn them around here so you can see even their shells. That NECA shell is pretty impressive. Pretty big too. But I don't think it's any more impressive than the one that comes on these METY Toyz. But it is pretty cool. But they all look good. Turtles definitely have something about wrapping their ankles and wrists though, right? But yeah, they look really good. Very good detail on all of these turtles. So I can't wait till we get the other two, Donatello and Michelangelo. But as far as Leonardo and Raphael are concerned, they are gnarly. And we like them. Thank you so much for joining us for this Super Dave review. And it has been so much fun taking a look at these two turtles. I think they fit in awesome with our Masterverse and our classics. See, there's classics King Conan right beside our Leonardo, and they just are all looking so stellar. Just think that all of these figures look good together, and they're just having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun. Hope you did too. Hope you'll check us out again. Subscribe if you haven't. Please like this video if you've enjoyed it, and comment if you have something to say or share or ask, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time on another Super Dave review. Here's some photos in the photo gallery.